Usually I don't make videos. Madden told me, but I do play Madden a lot. But I don't really stream it. But you go check out my last video, my Minecraft videos. Pretty dope. But I'm also working on a Fortnite. Fortnite montage. So that should be coming out soon. But before we get into this video, like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, comment what I should do, and turn on the post notifications so you know when I post a video. But last time, we're gonna play.
Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish now. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest. Tupac in the prison been claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteeing my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in.
You gotta win.
Hold up.
Visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions.
I'm trying to 50 subs, not 49.
The brainwash gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man.
It's EA Sports, and we are a mile high at Broncos Stadium in Denver, Colorado. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks.
Never mind, I want him to win.
Here we go in a rematch of Super Bowl 48. The Seahawks and Broncos are underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Yeah. Maybe he might pick a play. Oh.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Here we go, D. Here I go.
The first carry for C.J. Pro-Size. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Here we go.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. On a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Von Miller. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Wilson turns and gives to Pro-Size. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
14.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, he'll run it. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 21.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you have something about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
The tackle made by Todd Davis.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Come on, buddy. Come on.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go. No. Check it back.
They'll toss it out to Carson.
Oh, my.
He'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here.
He's going to pass.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. They'll try and run down here with Procise. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. This is Carson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Wilson sliding out of the pocket. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly there to make the grab. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity, and we finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Locke to throw on 2nd down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. They'll run here with Lindsey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. He's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Locke. This is the tight end fan. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on 2nd down. Locke. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space.
Oh, my God.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Locke completes it to Fant on the right side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They look to throw. It's Locke. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down.
Oh, my God.
Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10, and he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. To throw it is Locke. Screen pass to Lindsey, and he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Locke. The ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. Philip Lindsay, the intended target. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden.
Oh, my God.
Intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Ready up. 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Let's go, defense. Let's go. Now.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. That 2nd down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Go down, go down.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. To throw on second and 6. Locked.
So
open man here is Hamilton. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd and 9, Lock. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying under double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Set, ready? 15 line. 15 line. Let's go.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Set. 18 David. You must be true. 5.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Clock now to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Lock now on 3rd and goal. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Take it to that.
Picked off inside the 5.
You're so slow.
And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. On 1st down, Carson. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. Now Wilson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they're always posted in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
On 3rd down, Carson. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from a yard out. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback, and when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Here's Carson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They run again with Carson. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. On first down. It's Carson, and they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. So the victory here for Seattle, and this one won't be remembered for many offensive fireworks, but they did enough to get the job done.
And that's why it's a team game, because sometimes you have to lean on one part of your team. And they leaned on their defense. In fact, they probably went over there and asked for some help. Like, guys, we just don't have it in this one. Can you hook us up? And they did in a big way. Said, no problem. Put it on our shoulders. We'll carry you home. And they did exactly.
Hold up. My screen. Hold on. My thing does this a lot. Alright. Well, this is it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and have a great rest of your night. So yeah, I'll see ya.